everyone and welcome to Learn with Surds. In this video, you are going to learn about rationalizing the denominator. What is rationalizing the denominator? It basically means you get rid of surd from bottom part of the fractions. So what the steps include, and this one is we need to multiply top and bottom number by the denominator. So this is the denominator in the fraction, which is root 6. In rationalizing the denominator, we times top and bottom with the denominator. So what I'm doing in this one, in rationalizing, we times top and bottom, the top numerator and denominator, with this denominator part, root 6. After that, what we do is basically simplify 5 root 6 over root 6 times root 6 is just 6. So this is how we rationalize the denominator. Now we don't have the bottom part of the fraction in surds form. So in this question we had root 6 like surd in the denominator, but in our answer after doing this step we don't have root 6 in the denominator anymore. We need to do the same thing for the next question. All these kinds of simple ones, you got to do the same steps, which is you multiply top and bottom. So this is the top numerator and the bottom by denominator. So I'm gonna times it with 2 root 2 over 2 root 2. Yeah. So I know 4 times 2 is 8 root 2, and for the bottom part 2 times 2 is 4, and then root 2 times root 2 would be just 2. Next step is 8 root 2 over 8. If you want, you can simplify it. That gives us root 2 as our answer. So this next question, 11 over root 12, Meher is going to do it for you. So what you would do, Meher?
First, you would multiply both the top and bottom by the denominator.
Yeah, show them please. Root 12 over?
Root 12.
Root 12. And then?
Which will be 11.
Root 12 over 12. Good. Easy peasy?
Yes.
Lemon squeezy. Okay? And the next one. Please do the next one as well and explain it to other people.
So you multiply the top and bottom by root 7. Which will be 2 root 7 over 7.
7. Why you got 7 in the denominator?
Because when you multiply a root, two numbers which are the same, they'll be.
Yeah, okay.
Please attempt all these exam-style questions from 1 to 12 and make sure you note them down in your book.
And show
you're working out.
More question on rationalizing the denominator. If you have a question like that where you got just a number in the plus sign and a surd form, what we need to do for this one is basically we need to times the top and bottom with the denominator, but one different thing in this one is 4 2 root 2 over 4 over 2 root 2. We need to change the sign. what we need to do is basically just change this positive sign to -1. So if it's a positive sign, we'll write minus negative sign. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. The rest of the things are same. After that, what you need to do is you need to times numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. 1 times 4 minus 2 root 2 would be 4 minus 2 root 2. And for the denominator one, for this part, so if you remember for the denominator part, difference of square means if you have two numbers which are in a plus b and a minus b form, which this denominator is one with the both the terms, once with the plus sign and once with a minus sign. So you can see a plus b, a minus b, one with 4 plus 2 root 2, and then the other one is 4 minus 2 root 2. What we can do, we can square both the terms. So first what you do, please write the minus sign here. Then now what we're going to do is we're going to square the first term, which is this 4 square minus and then square root of the second term. After that, all we do is we simplify. 4 minus 2 root 2 over 4 square is 16. And 2 root 2 square is 4 into 2, which is 8. How 2 root 2 square is 8, I can show you simply. 2 square is 4 and root 2 square is just 2. Then it gives us 4 times 2, which is 8. Next step, 4 minus 2 root 2, or 16 minus 8 is 8. That's how you rationalize the denominator. We can simplify it one more step, like if you take 2 common on the top, that leaves you with 2 minus root 2 over 8. Then 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. Final answer would be 2 minus root 2 over 4. Looks bit daunting, bit difficult in first go, but if you see how I'm doing all the steps, it should be all easy peasy. Lemon?
Squeezy.
Good. Now I'm gonna just go through the whole thing once more. First, what we need to do is you need to times the denominator part with a change in sign, 4 minus 2 root 2 over 4 minus 2 root 2. Then times numerator with the numerator, which is 4 minus 2 root 2. You can also expand the whole thing, but it will take quite a long time. So what I've done, I've used the difference of square in this one. So what we would do, we would square the first term, 4 square, then write the minus sign please, then square root the second term, 2 root 2 square. After that, all I did is I simplified it. 4 square is 16, 2 root 2 square is 8. How I've shown you the working of it. After that, all you need to do is basic algebra, just simplify everything. Let's look at the second question now. Same method, all the steps are similar. First, what we're gonna do, we're gonna times the
Denominator to the top and bottom, but you change the symbol, so it's going to be positive.
1 plus root 7 over 1 plus root 7. So that's the first step you're always going to do when you're rationalizing the denominator. Next step, what we're going to do in next step is basically we're going to times numerator with the numerator. For the first part, it will be 2, 1 plus root 7. This is the best way to write it down. The next step is difference of square 1. You're going to square the first number, 1 square. Then write the minus sign and now square root this second number. root 7 whole square. After that, all you do is simplify. I'm gonna times now 2 with 1, which is
2.
bit loud, please. And then the next one plus sign. 2 with root 7 is
2 root 7.
2 root 7. Well done, Meher. And then 1 square is
1
minus sign. Root 7 square is
root 14.
is just 7. Square root of what this square number does with the square root, it basically cancel that out. Always remember that part, please. Then after that, 2, if we can, 2 is common in both these terms. So what we can do, we can factorize it, like 2 outside, 1 plus root 7 over 1 minus 7 is 6. That's it. That's how you rationalize the denominator, which are given in Surds form. So this is 1 minus 7 is minus 6, Meher. In this question, 1 plus root 3 over 4 plus 2 root 2. So the first step you're going to do
is you're going
put
to
a multiplication sign. Say it a bit louder, please.
You're going to multiply the denominator to the top and bottom.
And then what you do is you change
the symbol,
the sign, which
sign.
Was plus, but in this one we have minus 1. 2 root 3. The next step would be we times numerator with the numerator. Just write down 1 plus root 3 and 4 minus 2 root 3. We're going to expand it. For the bottom part, what we need to do. So,
and you
square the first number.
And
Meher, you say that as well, please. 4 square. Then you write the
differences square.
Yeah, minus sign.
And then it's going to be
2 root 2 square.
But
yeah.
Oh.
And you do 2 root 2 square. The same thing, exact thing we did for our last 2 questions. Now, the next step is the expansion one. I've already taught you that part. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times minus 2 root 3 is minus 2 root 3. And then after that, what you're going to do is we need to times root 3 with 4, which is
4 root 3.
Plus 4 root 3, and then root 3 with minus 2 root 3. So for this is a bit tricky part. Root 3 times minus 2 root 3. This root 3, when it's going to be times with root 3, it's just going to be 3. And then we times 3 with the remaining part, minus 2. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. We will write instead of root 3 times minus 2 root 3 is minus 6. Next step, what is 4 square?
16.
And then again, square root of 2 root 2 square would be 2 square is 4, and square root of root 2 would be 2, just 2. Why? Because these two will cancel each other. 4 times 2 is 8. So 16 minus 8. Next step. Numbers with number. 4 minus 6 is?
Minus 2.
Minus 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 would be just 4 minus 2, 2 root 3. Just normal addition and subtraction. 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3 is just 2 root 3. When the surds are same, and when you are adding or subtracting them, you only deal with the outer number, the numbers which are written by the surds. 16 minus 8 is 8. After that, you can simplify it. If we can factorize it, the top part, take 2 common. It leaves us with minus 1 plus root 3 over 8. And now 2 and 4, we can simplify it. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. In next step, the answer would be minus 1 plus root 3 over 4. Over 4. So that's how you do it. So one last time, one of my very smart, intelligent and hard-working student, Meher, gonna explain it to you. So what do we do in the first step, Meher?
We multiply the denominator
Yeah?
by both numbers and you change the sign.
Signs. That's our first step. After that, we're gonna times
The numerator by the numerator and then the denominator by the
difference of squares, which is you're gonna square the first term, which is
4.
square, then
you put
remember to put
the minus sign.
And then the square of the second term. Easy peasy, because you don't need to expand it. You can expand it, but it will take you a long time. Just like the numerator part. We already know about the denominator part. The next step, all you do is simplify it. I've explained it to you very well and all that. Any questions, Meher?
No.
So, good.
I'm going to be doing the next question.
Okay.
So the first step is you multiply the bottom to the numerator and denominator.
Yeah, that's correct. 1 plus root 7. 1 plus root 7. Okay. The next step, what you do?
You multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator.
Okay. 2. Just don't write that big size. 1 plus root 7. Draw a line, please. And then with the denominator, what we're going to do?
1.
1. Yes, first term squared.
Then you minus
then
root 7 squared.
So root 7 squared. Okay. Then again, you can continue doing your steps on the right side. Is 2. Now times that.
So it's going So then you do 2 times 1, and then you do 2 times root 7.
Yeah, write that down, please.
So 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times root 7 will be
plus 2 root 7. Yep, then the next one.
Then it's going to be 3 times, root 3 times 1, and
is
root 3 times
7. So root 3 times 1 would be just root 3.
Root 3.
And then root 3 times 7 would be, we're going to times 7 with 3, which is root 21. Yeah, good.
Then you do...
Yeah. What is...
1 squared is 1.
Yeah.
Minus 7, because...
Yeah. Show the working. Why it's 7?
Because the square and the...
square root cancel out each other. And 1 minus 7. In next step, we see if we have any like term. Otherwise, you can write the top part as it is. 2 plus 2 root 7. Say what you write as well.
Plus root 3 plus 21.
Over?
Minus 6. Because 1 minus 7 is minus 6.
That was your answer. Thank you so much, Meher, for teaching millions of students on Surds. Well done.
You're welcome.
Just say thank you for watching this video.
Thank you for watching this video.
Like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the video and the channel.
Thank you. And best teacher.
Surds is the best teacher.
Tell about your results as well. So they know but how much you have improved in a short span of time.
In the last 2 months, I've improved
incredibly. I am the best.
I'm the best at maths.
Yes, thank you.
Make sure you attempt these exam-style questions on expanding of brackets
And can you please do question number 1 for everyone?
Yeah.
Show that, say that.
So first you do 2 times 4, and then 2 times minus root 2.
Yeah, please
So-
write that down.
So 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 root 2. And then you do plus root 2 times 4, and then root 2 times minus root 2, which will be plus 4 root 2.
And then root 2 times 2 is just 2.
2.
2. Okay.
And then you do like terms.
Yep. Like them, please hold that. Numbers with the numbers. 8 minus 2 is?
6.
And then minus 2 root 2 plus 4 root 2
is minus 2 root 2.
plus 2 root 2, because that's plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2 root 2. That's 2 root 2. Okay, please guys, attempt all these remaining exam style questions and practice them as many times as you can.